Welcome to step number 2, buy. In step 1, you learned how to choose the contracts you'd like to purchase. You learned how to get a consolidated printout, and now it's time for step 2, buy. Once again, it's very simple and easy, and it doesn't take long at all. Even though this step is a little bit more involved because there are 2 parts to it, once you do it the first time, it gets much quicker the next time you're ready to add more wholesale income contracts to your portfolio. So for your initial purchase, here's what happens. In part 1, you must reserve the wholesale income contracts you want so no one else can buy them. Remember, these are sold on a first come, first served basis, so you must reserve them as soon as possible. There's several ways to reserve the contracts you want. The quickest and easiest way is to pick up the phone and call. You can click to call from any of the pages on dcfannuities.com or put our phone number into your saved contact list. That way it'll be fast and easy to dial 800-246-1932 and reserve the cases you want. You can also send an email and attach the illustration that you downloaded in step 1. Or you could use the chat box on the website, and make sure to put your name and the case ID in the chat box if you're using this feature. But really, the best way to know for sure is to call and get verbal confirmation that the cases you want are reserved for you. Even if you send an email or use the chat box, please just make a quick phone call to verify that we got your information. A quick call will confirm that the contracts you want are still available, and before you get off the phone, a note will be put into the system so no one else can buy them. Just like any other investment, you need to give us some basic information so we can prepare the purchase documentation for you. We'll need your name, your complete address, your best phone number, and your best email address. You'll also need to let us know where you want to have the income from your contracts deposited. All of this is shown on the reservation form right here. You can download the reservation form for the contracts you want by clicking on this button. Of course, we'll need to know whether this is IRA money or non-IRA money. There's another video on IRA accounts, so be sure to watch that one if you're using IRA or retirement account money for this purchase. We'll contact you right away with any additional information needed in your situation as well. But really, that's it. You've reserved your contracts. We have your information, and now we can complete the closing book and send it to you by DocuSign email. If the contracts you want are in stock and ready to go, this DocuSign email can come as fast as the same day that you reserve the case. So let's move on to part 2 of step 2 here and finish the purchase. Once you get your closing book by email, it really couldn't be any simpler. The email will look like this in your inbox. Simply click the link and you'll be taken to DocuSign, which is the pioneer in secure online document execution. DocuSign is used by the biggest and best of the financial companies, and every single one of the top 15 financial companies in the Fortune 500 uses DocuSign for safe and secure online document execution. You can feel extremely confident using DocuSign to execute the closing book. Once you click the link and open DocuSign, you'll see the entire closing book with all the information on the case. First, check the box over here to agree to use the electronic records and signatures. Then click Continue. This will bring up the entire closing book. You can print it or download it using these buttons right up here. There's another video that goes into all the details included in the closing book, as well as a DocuSign tutorial, but right now we're just going to go through the basics. Click Start right over here to begin the process of signing. This will take you to the first place needing a signature. If this is your first transaction, the Adopt Your Signature box will pop up. You can see the DocuSign tutorial for other choices. Right now we'll just click Adopt and Sign, which will fill the signature box. You'll then be taken to the next area where a signature is needed. Click Sign again, and then you'll go to the third box automatically. Click Sign again, and you can see the signature added to the document. Then click Finish right up here. You're given the option to sign up for a free DocuSign account if you want. Even if you choose not to do so, though, you'll get a complete copy of the closing book by email once all the other parties have signed. Then once everyone has signed, it's time to fund the purchase. The fastest way to fund the transaction is to send a wire transfer to Gold Star Trust. The wire transfer information is shown on page 1 of the closing book, right here. Now, Gold Star is the trust branch of a multi-billion-dollar federally regulated bank and trust. Gold Star acts as a third-party administrator for all of our payment streams, and they handle all the funds related to a closing. They make sure that no money changes hands until everything is correct and accurate. So when you're wiring into Gold Star, you're wiring into a dedicated escrow account just for this particular purchase. That way, you know your purchase money is safe and secure. Be sure to watch the video about Gold Star Trust when you have a chance, where I go into more detail on the different roles that Gold Star plays. Now, you can also mail a check or a cashier's check to Gold Star if you'd like, but that does delay closing due to the mail and check clearing time. So really, that's it. Once you've sent the funds in to purchase the contracts, step 2 is complete. Now it's time to move on to step 3, spend. Just like steps 1 and 2, 3 is simple and easy, and it's the most fun. Who doesn't like the spending part? So let's go to step 3 right now. Need some help or have questions about any of these steps? Don't hesitate to just pick up the phone and call. And don't forget, if you don't find exactly what you need, give us a call or send an email or use the chat box on the website, because we can be on the lookout for what you need. Maybe we can split a case for you, or we can show you how to combine multiple cases to get the result you want. Either way, we're here to help when you need it. Here to help when you need it.